Well, that was a lot of fun.
So much fun.
I'm glad I took my heart medicine this afternoon. That was a lot. You said it could not have been any tighter.
Yeah.
It was very well played. Both teams had runs. Both teams rallied. It was just a lot of great points.
Yeah.
For both sides.
Neither team had an outstanding hitting percentage.
No.
That's because both teams blocked and played great defense.
Well, you told me to win you had to block, and you did tonight.
Yeah, we finally got some blocks there going later in the match. They were wearing us out on the front line in those first few sets. And just both teams are scrapping. Like Walsh, this is the first time in my tenure that we've beaten Walsh. So obviously this is huge. It's a special win for the girls. But we talk about how whenever we play Walsh, they just come to play us. And we come to play them, obviously. We're always the underdog, or we have been in the past. And they always, though, respect us as an opponent and bring their best game. So that was really fun.
Yeah, they have been good for a good while in volleyball. And you guys have played well against them at times and come very close to upsetting. I remember in the conference tournament, I guess maybe, 2-3 years ago?
2019,
yeah. You guys pushed
them to 5.
Yep, at their place. That was a terrific match. So you did it again tonight. Just talk about your team, though. I mean, Emma Titus comes to play tonight. McDonald came in to serve well. I mean, you had a lot of pieces that maybe haven't played a lot of minutes. I say minutes, you know what I mean.
Right.
I said that on the air, too. Points, time on the court, and they came and played tonight when you called on them.
Yeah, something we've talked about all season with our team is how much depth we have. And sometimes, watching from the stands or from at home, you don't necessarily see that we have depth because we're playing a pretty standard, a same lineup most games. But what you don't see is every day in practice, we are pushing each other. And there are players that are pushing the girls that are on the court, and it's raising the level of play. And just we've been putting a lot of pressure on ourselves in practice the last couple of weeks so that we can step up in these tight games. And a few players, Emily McDonald, for example, has had a few good practices where she's just playing well under pressure, and I trusted her to come in and get those serves and bounds and play good defense behind it. Obviously, we were not playing tonight with Austin Baldwin, and so to have the Emmas step into her place and play, both of them played great.
Sometimes that works with McDaniel or whoever is the setter to do that quick toss over. And it's just, I mean, it worked tonight several times for her. Yeah.
It just changes the speed of the game. It's not a hard hit, but taking the ball over on two changes the flow of the game, and sometimes, that catches the other team off guard, which it did tonight. There was a couple of times tonight I thought, and we may see it here, but there was a couple of times where it looked like either team was out of it and we're just getting the ball over and able to fall right in the right spot. And sometimes you can hammer it and they dig it out, and then on the other time you get ones like that. Even that one right there was not a hard kill. It doesn't always have to be that way, does it? No, it does. I mean, it's about being smart. It's about spreading the court out and putting the ball where they're not. And sometimes that's with a hard-driven ball, and sometimes that's with, good shot selection. And Jans, I thought, had some very critical points at a couple of really sensitive times in the game. Yeah, she struggled a little bit with her offense and our out-of-system offense, and she stepped up and made up for it in other ways, and she didn't let that get her down. And one of the things I really appreciate about our leadership on this team is they are resilient, and they're not easily rattled. So there's some grace. They can make a few mistakes and recover. Last one, and I could talk literally about everybody who played tonight because they all did. I was just thinking about different ones, but Maddie Wilds played really good tonight, I thought, and she had some digs that were just impressive. Yeah, Maddie Wilds, she is a competitive player, and she has been working really hard in practice to earn that defensive spot that she's been playing, and the girls, when she's on the court, there's so much trust that she's going to get the ball up in the backcourt, and that's what you want from a solid defensive player. All right, got to do it again Saturday. We'll see you at noon back here. Sounds good. On the Trojan Sports Network.